Streaming from the 22 News Broadcast Center. This is 22 News at 4 p.m. Digital Edition.
Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to 22 News at 4. I'm Christina DeMorris. We'll get to your top 4 at 4 in just a moment. But first, a look at your commuter traffic and weather with 22 News Storm Team meteorologist Brian Lapis. Hi, Brian.
Hey.
I want to say happy Monday because it's my Monday, but it's Wednesday.
Well, aren't you so fortunate to be starting your week a little bit later?
Nice. And ending it, well, I guess on a Friday, too. See, my brain's not here, though, so
it's okay.
It's still in Montauk.
We'll lift you up. We'll keep supporting
Thanks,
you as you
Brian.
make your soft re-entry here into the work world. You know what I've been noticing?
What? What's going on?
I've seen some school buses around, like there are some early rehearsals for making, bus runs starting next week.
Oh, no, don't tell the students. Cover your ears. Sorry.
Do you still get a little tingly around the start of school?
All the time. I don't know what it is. Once it's September and you get that one chilly summer day, it's
Right.
like, oh, it's here. It's here. I have to go school shopping.
Same way.
Yeah. It's
Kind of
weird,
isn't
It's
it?
weird.
Anyway.
Alas.
Let's take a look at traffic, shall we?
Let's check it out.
All right, as you are maybe doing some back-to-school shopping this afternoon, traffic is actually pretty good. 91, okay. The Pike, okay. There are some areas of construction, but they don't seem to be slowing anything down on the Pike. So just keep that in mind, that there may be a little bit of merging and some lane tightening that's happening here and there on the Pike, and for that matter, anywhere here in the valley. Let's take a look at temperatures. We expected that today would be the warmest day of the week. We're in that neighborhood. 87 Greenfield, 84 in Springfield, 83 Orange, and 85 in Westfield. In the Berkshires, you're in the upper 70s to low 80s. Clouds and radar showing a little batch of clouds off to our west. So these are going to swing in here during the late afternoon and early evening hours. Might be a sprinkle tonight, but generally we're dry. Looks like we're going to see at least some rain here tomorrow. I'll show you with our 22 News Storm Team Skycast.
Brian, thank you. A man from Pittsfield was sent to the hospital Tuesday afternoon after his e-bike collided with an SUV. The crash happened on Wacona Street just before 3 p.m. Police identified the e-bike driver as Gary Rivera, who was attempting to cross the opposite lane when he was hit by the SUV going the opposite direction. Rivera was brought to Berkshire Medical Center for his injuries. The SUV driver, Lewis Baker, was not hurt. The crash remains under investigation by Pittsfield police. Springfield firefighters worked to put out a fire at a home in the downtown area a short time ago. This was the scene on High Street at around 5 o'clock. You can see firefighters working at a 3-story wood-framed house. No word at this time on the cause of the fire or whether there was anyone living there. 22 News has contacted the Springfield Fire Department and will bring you more information as soon as it becomes available. Springfield police are asking for the public's help in finding a missing person. 50-year-old Raul Arroyo was last seen Tuesday around 7 p.m. on Winthrop Street. He was wearing a white shirt, black shorts, and black Crocs, and operates an electric wheelchair. Anyone who has seen him or knows of his whereabouts is asked to call the police department's detective line. The number is on your screen now. A Chinese national living in Andover was arrested for alleged voter fraud in the 2024 presidential election. The U.S. Department of Justice says 33-year-old Yu Pang's son voted under another Chinese national's name in the last presidential election. Son faces multiple charges, including fraudulent voting and fraudulent voter registration. Son was set to appear in federal court in Boston this afternoon. Now let's get another check of today's weather. Brian, how would you describe today's weather for us?
Pretty nice.
Yeah.
Sunshine, a little breeze. I was thinking about this afternoon, that this time of August is when things like the summer starts to become a little bit more muted,
yes,
right?
Yeah.
The heat is not quite as intense. We could still see some 90-degree days though, but I'm starting to feel the shortening of the days.
Yes, but I like it. I like rolling into September. I don't want to rush August, but September's one of my favorite months.
The change of seasons and the change of time is invigorating.
Isn't it wonderful?
Yeah.
Anyways.
All right, let's take a look at what's happening right now. Clouds and radar. 3:45, you can see a few scattered clouds. There are some more clouds off to our west. So a few of these are going to swing in here as we move through the evening hours. There might be a sprinkle with that little batch of clouds, but that's about it. Notice 7 o'clock, we're still bright, and a few clouds roll in a little bit later on tonight. Really no big deal. So we'll call it scattered clouds to variable clouds. Evening temperatures will be in the 70s. Overnight lows will be in the 50s and 60s once again, which seems to be a repeating theme here this week. This is 7 o'clock tomorrow morning. Sunshine starts the day, and then during the early to mid-afternoon, notice here's 12 o'clock, watch these clouds increase. And then after 4 o'clock, our chances for at least some showers are pretty good. The skycast that we're showing you right here is the wettest of all of the solutions that we're seeing for tomorrow afternoon and tomorrow evening. But if you have an outdoor plan for tomorrow, I would have, keep an eye on the radar and have an indoor alternative ready to go. Not expecting any thunder and lightning, but there could be some rain around here late tomorrow afternoon and tomorrow evening. We'll update on 22 News at 5.
Trending today, a thrilling monster truck spectacular is making its grand return to downtown Springfield. The Monster X Tour is coming back to the Mass Mutual Center for 2 shows on January 9th. It's a day full of heart-pounding action like monster truck racing, wheelie contests, and a freestyle showcase. There's also an autograph pit party, letting ticket holders meet the drivers and see the trucks up close and personal. Tickets are available online at the Mass Mutual Center's website. Congressman Richard Neal was in Palmer this morning as part of his Landmark Laws Local Investments tour. Congressman Neal was joined by Palmer's town manager, Brad Brothers, and members of the town council. The tour highlights various projects that were supported by funding acts. Money from the American Rescue Plan Act, the Infrastructure Investment and Jobs Act, and the Inflation Reduction Act were all used in multiple projects in Palmer.
It's unbelievable. Without it, I don't know if this would have been possible. ARPA funds, yes, everyone throughout the state got them, but continued support for community development has been great for us. And again, we're looking forward to continuing on the partnership.
Neal stopped at multiple spots in town, including Palmer High School. Now for a look at what we're working on for 22 News starting at 5. Sheriff Nick Cochie's annual summer cookout is being held this evening. Wide, strong, and top state lawmakers ahead of this election season. And speaking of elections, hear from the Secretary of the Commonwealth, who was in Springfield to encourage residents to vote early. Plus, it's been almost 2 weeks since a macro burst hit our region, leaving major storm damage in its wake. The latest on the cleanup efforts underway in Springfield.
A new slowdown on the Mass Pike here eastbound near Chicopee, just as you actually this is not far from our television station as the Pike kind of crosses over I-391. So something to be aware of, and things have slowed down quite a bit, even in the last 5 to 10 minutes here in the greater Springfield area. So typical for the evening commute here on a Wednesday. Details on whether or not we get some rain here tomorrow and over the weekend with our 22 News Storm Team forecast on 22 News starting at 5.
Thank you, Brian, and thank you for joining us this afternoon for 22 News at 4. Join us on TV tonight starting at 5. You can get all your local news and weather updates anytime on wwlp.com and the 22 News mobile app.